WeatherScope is sponsored by Land's End Direct Merchants. Guaranteed, period.
This is WeatherScope.
Good morning, everyone. I'm Bruce Edwards, and welcome to this Saturday, November 8th edition.
In Johnstown, we've had 5 to 7 inches worth of rain. There's been some significant rains, too, for Washington and for Baltimore, nearly 2.5 inches. So what a wet, very soggy scenario we've seen throughout the northeastern part of the country. But in the area, now at least portions of central Pennsylvania easing up somewhat, at least for the time being, but more rain will likely be redeveloping later this afternoon. And again, we've mentioned how some of the hardest hit locales just to the east of Pittsburgh, right around the Altoona area. For Huntington counties, we've had reports of about 33 road closures so far this morning and numerous flooded basements and businesses. It has really been a mess in these areas. Right now, though, a batch of moderate rain coming in across the northwestern part of Pennsylvania. And then the rain has really been picking up, too, in earnest over portions of the Ohio Valley. And not to be forgotten, we've had some very heavy rain, too, hitting those of you across New York, especially around New York City itself. Moderate to occasionally heavy rain right now for JFK and LaGuardia. And across Long Island, we've had reports of 1.5 to 2 inches of rain so far this morning. So if you're going to be doing some traveling, looks like the LIE will be very, very wet, very, very treacherous. Now, we've seen some rain, too, coming in across extreme eastern Massachusetts. More rain kind of lurking just off the coast of Cape Cod there. And we do expect the rain to be picking up a little bit later on today over southern sections of New England. And with us this morning is our very own Jim Cantore. He's been up in Chatham, Massachusetts. And Jim, although you don't have a whole lot of heavy rain right now, we do anticipate some heavier rains later on today. What's happening, though, right now?
Well, Cheryl, we've just ended that shower that we had last half hour that we talked to you, but since then, really not that much at all. We're at the low end of the gale force winds, 39 to 54 miles an hour here. And as you look down the coastline, you can see we're at low tide as well. But this area seems to be pretty much protected from storms like this, as we have a lot of sandbars that have been built up as a result of Mother Nature. Let's go ahead and take our mass cam shot, and you can look out over the left corner, if you will, of one of those sandbars. And then beyond that, there's the actual ocean seashore where some of the homes are off in the distance that you can see. And those homes were actually washed back here during the Halloween storm back in 1991. So nothing like that today, thank goodness, but yet another unsettled weekend here in southern New England, and the folks are kind of concerned that we don't want a pattern like this shaping up. The ferries aren't running to Martha's Vineyard and Nantucket Island, and obviously it was a cool night last night for some of the high school football games, but all in all, from what we've heard, a lot of the local marching bands have had to go out and endure today and have to practice, and other than that, it's just kind of an unsettled and raw day. Good day to be inside, cooking up some pasta or whatnot, and just enjoying a night by the fire. Back to you, Cheryl.
Sounds like a great idea, I think, Jim. Thanks a lot for the update, and we'll be checking back with you a little bit later. You can see some really tightly packed isobars. These are lines of equal, constant barometric pressure, and when they're tightly packed like that, that indicates some stiff winds. As we were just seeing from the video with Jim, that there's been some stiff winds coming in across the eastern seaboard this morning. Again, though, the rain, that's probably the biggest story today, as we'll be seeing more significant rain pounding this area. So the rain on top of the heavy rain that has already fallen will only cause more flooding problems today. Again, we have numerous flash flood warnings, as we were mentioning, for portions of western and central east tomorrow. But at least for those of you in Pennsylvania and New Jersey, you'll be seeing some improvements. Meanwhile, as we shift our attention to the absolute latest technology.